My name's Scott White. I am the CEO of Creative Serum. The challenges that we're facing when we came to you guys, it was always in capacity versus budget and organisational structure. So the discussion started much earlier than the offer that I took up from you guys in looking for ways that we could introduce offshore labour into our business. But the catalyst for change was really when we had one of our senior locals move on. We were quite small at the time, there was only 4 of us in the business. And so there was a demand for another developer, and we sort of connected the dots at that time and said, well, this better than any would be the right time to try this. The first thing I would say about the process or the benefit would be the convenience of it. Ultimately, being able to make contact with you guys and say we need help in this area of our business and this is the type of person we need to help. How quickly you guys can then take that into the market, generate some candidates, shortlist them, produce some really good people for interview, facilitate that interview, and then let us make a decision and handle the paperwork. Like that convenience, probably unmatched. But beyond that, then it's the sort of management of that person, the HR, the administration, the mentoring, coaching, the support when it comes to their involvement in your business. Well, that's, again, something that you would normally have to either do yourself or pay someone else to do for you. If I go back to my mindset in my first conversations with Michael, it was there's a natural stigma, I suppose, you put on making the decision to outsource your labour because you think about the connotations that might carry through to your client. In retrospect, that's never really presented itself as an issue. The fact that there's skilled labour that are actually ready and willing to participate in your growth goals that ultimately don't necessarily need to be in the same room, which in our business we weren't doing anyway. Working with a magnetic team is easy. You guys are really organised. There's a real feeling of sort of availability out of you guys, which I think is important, particularly when you're handling the types of services that you do with the importance. But beyond that, there's also this real casual interface that you try to maintain with your clients. Again, it just sort of presents a bit of accessibility and, like I say, opens up a bit of authenticity. Ultimately, you're trying to get to the bottom of someone's real challenges, so you go about it in the right way. Relationship first and business second, but the business part is done really, really well. And then the relationship stand of things is it's rather integral. You guys have maintained some consistency that you don't normally see out of human beings. The reason that I trust Magnetic Alliance is because they're multifaceted in how they're prepared to help you. So we can come to you guys with a challenge or an obstacle or an opportunity because of your resources and your skill sets. There's an answer or a solution for it, whether that's training or whether that's connecting them with your contacts for finance or whether it's putting people into your business. I think not just do you get help to make the right decision, but you've also then got the deliverable underneath that to make it happen. So there's a bit of ownership that I like about that, and I'm seeing you guys do more and more of that year on year, which I think is pretty cool. I would recommend Magnetic Alliance for the same reason that I would expect people to recommend our business, in that whether we can service them or not, we're going to provide them the right advice. Ultimately, when a business is in its best position for your help, they're also going to be at one of their most vulnerable points. Whether it's trending downwards at risk or trending upwards with opportunity, there's some careful decision making to be made, and I would trust every one of you to give the right advice in that moment. And whilst I would take the advice every day of the week, I think more and more as the years go on and your business has grown, I would also take each of the services that go underneath that advice, because you've got some really good runs on the board.